1,000 miles, 7 countries to an awesome ski resort. Wanna come?
That's right. After our last ski trip, which never went quite to plan.
All the way to water.
No.
The toilet.
We're going back. So, sit down.
Strap in, grab a drink, and join us.
Let's go. One last thing. We're not telling you where we're going. You're going to have to come with us. Now, the strangest thing about this trip already is that I've been out for a run this afternoon. It's in March. It's absolutely cooking outside.
It's about 18 degrees, I believe.
18 degrees. And we're off skiing. And that just seems really, really odd.
Our first job, as ever, was to take on the 5.5-hour drive from Cheshire all the way down to the port at Dover, avoiding any drama. But of course, that was never to be.
Make this go away. I need a top shelf drink to set me straight.
Don't worry, just a squirrel in lane 3 that needed rescuing, as per normal.
Don't even chew her prey, just swallow me whole. It's just a little bit of heart, but that's just...
So, country number 1 done, and that's it. Canterbury Park and Ride. 5.5 hours of absolute hell.
It was time to let the Muppet get some sleep. Good morning, campers. Let's hit the road. Please don't judge.
Day 2, and we're off. But, do you know what? I'm getting a bit worried. It's so bloody hot.
It's a bit warm, isn't it? And you're in a jumper. Muppet.
Skiing with a motorhome is more than skiing. It's about the adventure as we head off to Dover.
Close my eyes, I can bet my money. It's her I'm gonna see, and it ain't that funny.
We never went on the toll road yesterday. I've decided we're going to have a little treat. So we're going club class.
Ooh, I really like it on here. Makes me feel special. But it's just a really nice ambience. It's a touch of luxury. It's a really nice way to cruise across the channel. £25 a head. If you're going to eat and make the most of the facilities, I think it's worth it.
With Nikki now full up and ready to move, and the ferry docked, it was ready to move on to Liberman in Belgium. Remember, skiing by motorhome is an adventure. Belgium.
Country number 3. With another 4 hours of driving under his belt, we arrived at Liberman in the Arden forest, and we then had a bit of free time for some exploring. Remember, skiing by motorhome is more than just skiing, it's an adventure.
I took the advantage of the beautiful weather and decided to ride through the Arden forest, tracing the steps of the 101 Airborne Battalion from the USA that fought here during the Second World War, all the way to Bastogne.
I, of course, had my own little journey through the forest, just like Little Red Riding Hood.
Beautiful day for a walk through the forest. But I'm all on my own and I'm a little bit scared.
With Nikki surviving the big bad wolf and me doing a 40-mile round trip on the bike, it was time to get back on the road and start our journey south. We will find the snow, we will find the mountains, we're going skiing.
At just €13 per night with electric, this air was really good value for money. And just remember, skiing in a motorhome is more than just skiing, it's an adventure. Back on the road, it was time to knock out another country, that little gem called Luxembourg. Having missed the sign to announce our arrival into Germany, we arrived at the lovely air in Zweibrücken.
The Stellplatzes in Germany just get better and better every year we come, and this one was no exception. But there was still one problem to get over. So where are we?
We are in Zweibrücken in Germany.
What's the temperature?
About 18, 20 degrees.
And where are we going?
We're going skiing. The next day, we set off for the mountains, hoping to find some snow and hoping there'd be no dramas along the way.
Of course, in true Muppetry style, there'd have to be something that we got to see along the way.
We made good progress knocking out the miles until we came across this, reminding us of the rules from our towing days.
Been there, got that t-shirt from towing a race car, but this guy just towing too much cement. Back on the road, let's keep going.
And then, just like that, where are we?
So here we are, we've arrived. Our wonderful ski resort.
We have indeed. Unfortunately, it's a little bit lacking in snow today.
But it's broken.
Definitely chilly though.
Stop playing. We finally arrived at the base of the mountains.
We have indeed.
Tomorrow, we'll know where we're going.
Yes, and today we are at Nesselwang in Germany.
That's right, this is the beautiful little town of Nesselwang, just situated on the Germany-Austrian border. From here, there are numerous ski resorts that you might go to. Tomorrow, we're going to ours, and you can still come with us. So we had a lovely view, looking over the mountains and stuff. And then, as if by magic, this guy just parked right in front of us.
And the air's not that busy.
And I wouldn't mind it, because but there is literally loads of spaces. He could go there, he could go anywhere. But he wants me to sit and look at that, which I won't be doing. There you go, problem fixed. Simple as that. The great thing about having a motorhome.
Don't like your neighbours, you move.
Off you move. And the view's better anyway. As night turned to day, we noticed that our friend had moved on. Hey ho, never mind, and it was time to explore this lovely little German town and make the most of having a motorhome and taking it skiing.
With the Muppet thinking he's a mountain goat and going out for his obligatory run and nearly crashing his drone, he came back to tell me how beautiful it was, and having explored it together, I can confirm he wasn't wrong.
With Nikki now on my arm, I took her for a walk that she'll never forget. I think that's right. Yeah, she won't forget it. Anyhow, this little town gets its own video later, so if you're not subscribed, jump on and subscribe and we'll walk you through this little gem of a town.
Moving on, 3 more countries still to go. Still want to come?
Let's crack on. So we have 120 miles to go to our resort that we love, and it's absolutely cooking out there still. In fact, it's 18 degrees. Boy, could be a rough old ski trip this one.
Could be an interesting ski trip, definitely.
And just like that, we hit country number 6, Austria, and shortly began our climb up the Fern Pass.
The next video clip you hear is me and Nikki discussing what happened after a car nearly drove head on into us. When I say nearly, I mean to the point that I put the brakes on and blasted my horn for the car to see us at the last minute. Clearly it was doing something, maybe looking at the phone or whatever, but you're always vulnerable on such a dangerous road.
Unfortunately, due to Austria's dashcam rules, you'll just have to take our word for it. But boy, it was scary.
That wasn't just a little bit drifting, was it?
No,
That was ready to be a head-on, wasn't it?
yeah. With that near miss well behind us, we just carried on as per normal. You can't live life worrying about what might have happened. And we headed off to our resort.
All that was left to do before reaching paradise was a 3.5 kilometre Montschera tunnel, and we only just fitted it.
Welcome to Italy.
Almost.
There's something about your eyes, something telling me a story, telling me that all the love we had.
As we hit country number 7, or 8 if you include the UK, Italia, we passed through the customs with no trouble as per normal and headed off the 10k that was left to our destination.
Something telling me a secret, telling me that all the happy days just passed us by.
There she is.
Behind your eyes, there behind your smile.
It's been another epic Muppet drive with a few challenges along the way, but most of all making sure that if you have a motorhome, you have adventure, you don't just hit one place. Unless of course that's your bag, it's up to you, it's your motorhome, do you what you want to do with it. But this is ours and this is our journey. Welcome to Camping Piedmont.
In Livigno, in Italy.
Thank you for joining our journey. I hope you enjoyed it. And stay tuned and we'll give you a rundown of why we love Livigno so much.
Yes, and we bought a bottle of cheap vodka.
Maybe we will then. But this is Camping Piedmont. This is Livigno.
Will I ever learn to love again? Wish you would let me see.
Not everybody's paradise, but definitely ours.
Make sure you subscribe with the bell on for more upcoming content of this and other great trips. We're only a small channel, it just helps us keep going. Thanks.